Shalom, y'all. It's your brother Apollos. Got a quick message for y'all. Maybe I should say a question. It's late night. I'm on the way to the house. But the question is, and you should not only ask yourself this, brothers, you need to ask your wife this, or wives this. Why are you here? What are you doing this for? What is your purpose? What is the strength of this relationship? You see, in America, there's nothing that holds you together. I should say spiritually. There's nothing that's really keeping you together as far as a family, as far as a unit of structure in America. There's no reason for the child not to, choose his own path and do what he want to do and all that. This the American way. So it's like, what keeps the woman from choosing her own path and doing the whole American thing? The whole American thistle. What prevents that? The only thing that prevents that is God's laws. American laws do not prevent families from breaking up. American laws actually encourage families breaking up. American laws are set up for families to be broken up. But we've been put in this trick bag by America to think that everything they do and say, it must be right. The fact that they allow these women to get divorces whenever they want, it must be right. The fact that they allow children to disobey their parents, it must be right. There's a lot of stuff that's going on that's disrespecting, disobeying God's order. And it really just comes down to that. What are you doing this for? Are you doing this? Are you in the situation you're in just because it feels good at this point in time? Because when it get hard, then you're going to realize what you're doing this for. And then it's going to come to the forefront if you're really about it or if you're really about the world. Because in this truth, it's going to be tough. It's going to be things that come in your marriage that you're going to have to deal with. You brothers, dealing with an issue with your woman, she got to be able to fear God enough, have enough respect for God's laws to know her place and know what she's supposed to be at the end of the day. And a lot of the times, the reason why the relationships don't work out is because there just ain't no fear for God on the woman's behalf. And it's very unfortunate because of the lack of the fear for God, it'll make it seem like there's something wrong with that brother. This brother will be doing everything he can to wash and rinse this woman, cleanse this woman. But the world, every millisecond that she away from you and your teaching and your cleansing, every millisecond she being attacked by the world. That's the dangers of the world we live in. Every second she walk away, every time she walk away from you, it's coming from every angle, trying to get her to do what they call it, a hot girl summer. Trying to do the single ladies in the club tonight. trying to set up some type of social media account where they can be able to talk to this man and talk to that man, setting up a career where they ruling over men. They steady throwing them jobs where they in positions higher than men. Every second that they're away from you, they continuously getting bombarded by different levels of ways to disrespect God. Every second. I'm talking about every second. Rolling down the street, just listening to the radio, or even looking at billboards and signs, all of it gonna be disrespecting God. You'll see a woman with her arm up all like she's super strong. We gotta understand, man. This is destruction to our families. The woman being out of order has to be spoken on because it is destruction to our families. I made a post the other day about how these women, if brothers had control over the families, it would be less whores. I say that because it's common sense. Because the women have control over the households, the man is not able to be as strict and hold his daughter in as straightly as he should be able to. So, because society is going to always side with the woman. This society is built and building even more on the rebellion of the woman. And your daughters are needed. Just understand that your daughters are part of the equation. So the fear of God have to be taught in your household. That's why Deuteronomy 6 talk about teach them diligently to your children. Teach these laws diligently. You got to be serious about teaching them the laws of God. You got to be serious about the laws of God being in effect in your household. Because if you're not, there is nothing on earth that's strong enough to keep you together in this time that we in. It's nothing strong enough. All they doing is feeding into the woman's ego, feeding into the woman's mindset of it's all about me, and if he ain't all about me, then he ain't about nothing. That's all the system is set up to do, is to feed into that. And clearly it tells you that it's sin for us to become a servant for a woman's sake. But brothers is doing it every day. The trap's so easy to fall into because the women's so beautiful. Because the women were built to attract us. They were designed to attract us. That was a gift for us. And now it's being used against us. So with the woman being attacked at every angle, at every second of the day, what is going to keep her there? Like, what do you like? Your house not enough. Your car not enough. It's just not enough. You know what I'm saying? You have to understand Jeff Bezos' wife left. You know what I'm saying? Bread it up. Bread on bread on bread. The money is not going to keep it. Hell, the more money you get, the more they're going to try to take it. That's not it. We got to understand that without God's laws, there is nothing strong enough. Yeah, you might think that y'all love is so strong, but there's no morals behind it. It's impossible for it to be morals behind it. Because there's no God's law. There's no commandments that's being kept. So there's no morals behind it. gotta understand God's laws is needed. God's laws are needed in our house in order to keep the family together. We can't do it on our own. We need to go to Him. We have to go to the Lord, go to the Father. I know a lot of people struggling with this, man. This is serious business. This is the reason why I stay on this topic so often. It's not to stay on the sisters, man. It's the fact that it's destroying our families, that the sisters are out of the order. That's the reason why we have to discuss the sisters, because we need our sisters in order for our families to run correctly. But our sisters are actually taking our position. That's a problem. Anybody that don't think it's a problem don't understand how nations work. They don't understand how family structure is built, how generational wealth is built. This stuff cannot be built off a matriarchal system. That's complete foolishness. And that's what you're seeing today in America. They're trying their best to set this woman on high. Understand, judgment is coming. And that's the reason why everybody in your household got to fear the Most High. Because judgment is coming. And everybody going to be judged according to their works. According to the things that they did, according to the things that they thought, whether they be good or whether they be evil. But know for certainty, you're going to be judged. Just as sure as you see right before your eyes all these people selling their soul and worshiping the devil, know for certainty there's a good side. There's righteousness on the other side. And just like you seeing these people selling their soul and receiving power from the devil, there's men out here that will not sell their soul, and they gonna receive power from the Most High in that day. When that day come, man, you gonna wish that you followed the Lord. You gonna wish you followed the man of the Most High, and that you have fear for God, because the power that they giving on this side is child's play to the power that's gonna be given to the men of the Lord. So ask yourselves that, brothers. Ask your wives that, why are you here?